Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see again. So a brief little bit of catching up. So my Disney college program is over. It ended January 6th, but something more important happened in early January. I completed the Dopey challenge. If you've been on my channel for a while and you've been watching like my bucket list video, you'll know that I've been wanting to do the Dopey challenge for years, and I finally did it. I did it with my mom, my sister, and one of my best friends, and it was super fun, and so I wanted to talk about it. Before we get started, behold behind me is a very temporary, I literally just put these up for the video, so if it looks ugly, don't roast me. This is a closet, and I just taped all these prints that I had. I was trying to figure out a way to commemorate the race and like hang my medals on like a display or something, but I couldn't figure it out, and I printed 143, that's all the PhotoPass pictures I had, 143 pictures from the races, and I was like, I don't want to film on a blank wall, so I just taped a couple of my favorites up here. If it's ugly, again, don't roast me, I'm gonna take them down. But if you do have any medal display ideas, I got pics, I got shirts, I got bibs, I got medals, I just don't have a plan. Literally, I got a whole shadow box and everything. I was gonna make it really cute, but nothing has been working out. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments. I have just been antsy and jittery to talk about the race since it happened, and I'm finally making the video. It's February, but it's all good. It's been over a month, but we won't talk about that. I have a little bit of an outline here, but just kind of speaking off the top of my head, I'm probably gonna forget some stuff. I just wanted to briefly discuss my experience with the Dopey Challenge 2022. I did record little snippets for the 5 and 10, but unfortunately I was really sleepy and grumpy for the half marathon, so I didn't record anything that morning or after, and I didn't record anything at all for the marathon either. But I do wish that I did. My original plan was I was gonna have a whole video for each of the races. It's gonna be a 4-part series, super epic, but that didn't happen. I decided instead to just savor the moments while I was there and just live La Vida Loca. So without further ado, let's get started talking about my experience with the Dopey Challenge 2022. So for those who don't know, the Dopey Challenge is a series of 4 races on 4 days. They're back to back to back. It's a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and a marathon. 5, 10, half full. So all of these races started at Epcot in the parking lot or in like a backstage area, and all of them started at 5 in the morning, and you needed to be there at 3:30 in the morning at the latest for all of these races. That's really where you earn your medals. That's the hard part, is just getting out of bed for it. So the first race we will be discussing naturally is the first race that happened, the 5K. For the 5K, I ran this race with my sister. My mom was originally supposed to be with us, but she took some NyQuil. She was out like a light. She decided to skip it. But me and my sister ran the 5K. Then me, my sister, and one of my best friends, Raven Stevenson, a friend of the channel as well, we all ran the 10K together, and then a half marathon I was by myself, and the marathon I was by myself. So the 5K, here is what happened with that one. The 5K was probably the biggest flop of the weekend, if I am being quite honest with you. The reason the 5K started on a bit of a flop note is because me and my sister had these kind of obscure costumes planned for it. The idea that we had, if you guys know Miraculous Ladybug, me and my sister are big Miraculous Ladybug fans. There, I said it. And so the plan was that she was gonna be the traditional season 1 Miraculous like Ladybug character, and I was gonna be Lady Noir, and that was gonna be her costume. It was gonna be Ladybug and Lady Noir, a little couples duo costume. But the thing was, as soon as we got started trying to put these costumes together, we realized there's actually a lot of moving pieces that we didn't think of when we originally planned it, and it was just starting to be a few pieces. And unfortunately, I waited a little too late to order my costume pieces, and so a lot of them arrived literally the day after the race, the day after I needed them, to Flamingo Crossing, and I had already moved out. I couldn't get to the mailbox. It was a whole hoopla. And even if I wanted to skip all those extra accessories, again, I was moving out of Flamingo Crossing. I had a storage unit down here in Orlando, and literally I accidentally locked all of my costumes for the entire weekend in the unit, and I couldn't get to them until after the 5K. All that to say, the costumes flopped. And my sister was missing pieces of her costume too for the 5K, so we just decided, hey, we both have our shirts. They're included when you sign up for a race. We both have our 5K shirts. Let's just wear that. It was really cold, so we kept our jackets on and we looked like absolute noobs wearing actual jackets to a race. It looked a little dorky, not my favorite fit, but we move on. It happened. That was the first bad thing that happened for the 5K. Then, even worse, the other thing that kind of made the 5K a flop was I started my period and it sucked really bad. I could barely walk. I could not stand still. I was in so much pain. I was limping the whole time. I had to walk all along the grass because I thought I might like projectile Ralph at any second. It was not good. It was a mess. So right here, I will put what little footage I did record for the 5K.
Good morning and welcome back to our channel. What day is it, Lauren? Thursday. We are at Disney World for the 2022 Marathon Weekend. Whoa! It's 3 in the morning. Whoa! But that doesn't matter, we're pumped. Whoa! Okay, so this is the fit check for the 5K. We are rocking the Pluto black shirts. We had a plan. We'll talk to you about that later. It didn't work out. So this is how we're rocking for today. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What's poppin', YouTube? It's me, Lauren, Lisa's sister, and we are ready to run 5K. Woo-hoo!
Good morning again. This is your girl Lauren.
In the camera.
My camera woman duties, I'm a little rusty. Morning.
Good morning, and welcome back to my, I don't know if it's with that. Welcome to my channel.
So our game plan for today is walking. We are not running the 5K, right, Lauren?
Right.
Walking. Woo! Race day!
Race day!
Wow, look at their costumes. Wow. Wow. Look, it's the aliens from Toy Story. The party has arrived. We're at Epcot. We're in the parking lot. We got an hour and a half. Woo! Woo! So guys, the reason that we're walking the 5K is because I have been blessed with the gift of femininity, and it has presented itself today, and it will continue to present itself until the marathon. And I, unfortunately, am dealing with the consequences of that. I'm in pain. What's poppin'? We're going to the start line right now. Oh, hold the camera steady, Lauren. Okay. YouTube, I just want to say Lisa the Lid is a trooper. A real trooper. She's in pain, but she's still at it. 1 hour of sleep, but she's still at it. I'm tired. Mother Nature knocking at her door. She's still there. Okay. Okay, bye.
So here's how your finish goes for first timers. You might get tired. It's gonna hurt a little bit. You're gonna finish like, that was, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. And then you're gonna walk about like 30 feet. And you'll be like, I think I'm gonna do that again. And then you're gonna be Googling your next race. It's gonna be a 10K. It's gonna go, am I right? Yeah, I'm never doing that again. Okay, sure. You're like Dory. You become Dory after a race. And after a race, ooh, look, a medal. Ooh, a medal. And that's what I know. And you're gonna do it. In 3, 2, 1, go!
2, 1, go!
Start, and that dream happens right now. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, go!
And that's it. I limped through the rest of the race. It was great. So great. Me and my sister literally started like the last corral, like as far to the back as you literally could be. We walked the entire race. We did not run not one little bit, I don't think. So we missed two characters. The first set of characters that we missed was, I think, Lightning McQueen and Mater were supposed to be the first ones, and then at the end Lumiere and Cogsworth were at the end, and they said if you stopped for that one you were going to get swept at that point. So those are the two characters we missed, but here are some of the pictures that we did get along the race. And the two characters that we did see, we saw Abu and we saw Pinocchio. I was so glad that race was over when it was. Not because of Disney, but because my costume flopped, because I was in so much pain. I didn't take any medicine for it or anything. Whatever. Literally, least favorite race was the 5K. Womp womp womp. Now the 10K, I'll put the footage here of what very little I did record for the 10K.
Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome to this 2022 Marathon Weekend Race Day. Race Day! Yay! So, as you can see, I'm joined today by a couple of people. On my left, we have Lauren. Here, step up to the runway. Tell them about your outfit. Hello, you two. My name is Lauren. This is a Lauren Thornton original. I am Princess Tiana, not Tinkerbell. Oh yeah, you need to see my face. Take two. Hello, YouTube. My name is Lauren. This is a Lauren Thornton original. I am Princess Tiana, not Tinkerbell. And yeah, excited to be here with my sissy and Raven. Raven, ready? And take it away. We got Raven.
Hello guys, back at it again. You're looking at a Grapevine Mall Disney shirt. We got some stuff on the back.
Nothing crazy. Show off the socks, dude.
Oh yeah, this is the best part, the socks. Don't look at the shoes. But these are some great shoes. Today I'm excited to be here. It is 3 in the morning and we are energized and ready to go.
Race day!
Race day! Comment how many push-ups we should all do after the race.
Okay, here, let me put it together one time just so you can see real quick. Just looks so lovely, sister. Thanks, sister. Okay.
That's lovely of you.
Thanks, Raven. So I am Blue Tiana, right? I'm the Halloween party Tiana. So this is a little $10 dress I got on Poshmark. We got Kermit, my frog. Ooh, my bib just happened to match for today. And that's kind of the vibe. We got just a little shoe game. You know, nothing too crazy. Just a little fabulous, regal, royal, elegant, fancy, fabulous. Nothing wild. We have one more member. And drum roll, come on, boy. Drum roll. Whoa, Mom, wait, no. Drum roll, please, for the final Tiana in our group costume.
Well, hi, y'all. Hi. I'm Tiana, too. And I came to serve you some beignets. Have you ever had a beignet?
Delish.
If you're ever down in the bayou near New Orleans, why don't you come on by Tiana's place?
Yes. Ooh. So that was that was waitress Tiana, and together we are 3 Tianas.
The multiverse.
Yes. Okay. So everyone is almost locked and loaded. I think everyone's putting the final touches and we're about to head out the door. Lauren made this out of yarn. I'm running in yarn, everybody. We'll see how this goes. I hope I don't unravel on the route.
Well, if you do, maybe I could stir up in some gumbo.
Oh yeah, yarny gumbo. Okay.
You know, Mama Odie, she uses a lot in her gumbo.
You know, a couple of shots of Tabasco and that'll be the bee's knees.
Hey.
So we're about to head to Epcot. This is Lauren's second race. What did you run?
We ran the 5K yesterday morning.
And how was it?
Oh, it was lovely. We ran through Epcot early in the morning. It was lovely too. There was no people there. And to see the sights and to watch the sunrise over
spaceship Earth. The tennis ball. I mean, the ball.
I've done races before. This ain't my first race. I've been running month after month, getting ready for this race. Me and Mama Odie
And Bella and Cookie.
and Bella and Cookie. Well, you know I've been a cookie. You got to do the whole costume because I've been a cookie in the kitchen, and you know I had to get a lot of beignets ready so I could get ready. I'm gonna pass out some beignets to the folks on the street.
Y'all from Street Code?
No, we not from Sweet Hope.
Raven, how are you feeling about today?
I feel great.
Uh-huh.
You know, guys, I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't ran in who knows how long, so this will definitely be an experience.
We're gonna get through it.
Alright, babe.
This is how we're pulling up to the race. Everyone's ready. My mom's back there dancing. Can't see. There she is. Let's go!
Good morning. We have arrived. As you can see, where we are in the parking lot. There's a lot of people. There's definitely a lot of people. We are very excited. I believe that, so I'm section 4, but I might just go with Lisa and them. They're section 6. But yeah, we have made it. We are at Epcot. The race should be starting at about 5 o'clock a.m. And yeah, just pray for us because we're gonna be dead after this. Dead.
You may come up with. It's my favorite. 2 tiny wings, eyes big and yellow, horns of a steer, but a lovable fellow.
Woo! Crossing the start line. Crossing the start line, woo!
Good morning. Update. Hey, we're here. We're gonna stretch before the race begins. We're at the starting line. Race day. Hey, YouTube. It's Lauren and Tiana. I mean, it's 2 Tianas here with you. Lisa's not gonna put this. It's not gonna make the cut. But that's okay. Bye.
How about a hand for
She's
Shirley?
stretching.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right, back to you guys.
Lauren, give him a stretch.
Yes, thank you, crew. Great stuff there. All right, we are getting very close to start, about 12.
Okay, the gang is stretching over here. Everyone's getting ready. Whoop, whoop. Here we are at the start of the race. We're in group 6. About to get started.
Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner and wave, and long of the
We are proud of you, and you're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go!
As you saw, that race had everybody was there, everyone did it. I was so proud of my mom and my sister and I's costumes. It's the first group costume I've ever done in my whole life. So fun, I loved it. So my mom was waitress Tiana. She had like an apron that she had this like fancy iron on, like Tiana's beignets, something something, and she had her costume from the beginning of the movie. I was Halloween Party Tiana, who kissed the frog, and I had my Kermit Nuimos. Very proud that I got that one. But that was mine, and then my sister crocheted by hand personally. She made her costume. She made the Bayou Tiana wedding dress, and together we were 3 Tianas. We got lots of compliments on the costumes. People loved the idea. They didn't really get it when we were separate, but we had to be all together for you to really see the vision of the 3 Tianas. So this was probably the most fun race, and it was at this point that me and my friend Raven decided that Run Disney races are gonna be a tradition. So we're gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing the Dopey Challenge every year, fingers crossed, you know, if everything works out. But we are going to make Run Disney races a tradition. We're gonna try to get all of our friends to do it. It's gonna be great. The 10K was super fun. So the half marathon, this was an interesting one. The half marathon, I literally did not get a singular solitary minute of sleep before. Literally, I just stayed up the whole night, and then my alarm went off and I was like, okay, I guess I'll get dressed since I'm not doing anything else. Proud of myself for running the half marathon with literally zero sleep. It was a mess, but it's all good. Half marathon actually ended up being my favorite costume that I wore like by myself, aside from the group costumes. It was based on Minnie Mouse's 50th anniversary dress, the iridescent one. It ended up looking really cute in the pictures, and I ordered it from this Etsy shop here. So this was my second half marathon with Disney, and it was the first race I was running for Marathon Weekend by myself. This one I wasn't really worried about it because I had done a half marathon before. I'm so glad I did the Wine and Dine half marathon because I really was chilling the whole time. I knew that I had a marathon to run the next morning, so I took it pretty easy during the race, and I walked like the whole last 3 miles of it. I gotta say, I did like the Wine and Dine running course a little better. It felt like there was more to look at. The half marathon for this one, it was just like, okay, we're running on the street. Sometimes you're in a park, sometimes you're not. We went through Magic Kingdom, which was different. It was at this point that I determined that the half marathon is my favorite length of a race, because if we had run the 5K at a 16-minute per mile pace or whatever, then we literally would have been done in like a little over 45 minutes. It would have been like, why did I wake up at 3 in the morning to run and the sun's not even up yet? Not my favorite. I see the appeal if, you know, you have kids or you're older, or if you have injuries or first race, anything like that. I see the appeal, just was not my favorite. The 10K felt like as soon as you got started, as soon as you got your groove, it's already over, kind of same as the 5. But the half marathon is the perfect amount. It's literally like, I feel like I earned it. It's a good length, it's a good time. Felt good, because then the next day was marathon day. Now it's time for a moment of honesty. When I was training, all it took was one minor, and I mean minor, inconvenience to completely derail my Dopey Challenge training. So it was right after I filmed that like week in my life thing way back when. It was right after that. The next day I went into the gym at Flamingo Crossing, and it was the first time I had ever gone there like during the day, and so there were more employees working there. Well, one employee came up to me and told me that I needed to put on a mask in the gym if I'm gonna be in there. And I was on the treadmill. I was gearing up to run a half marathon. I was gonna try to do 13 miles that day, and I simply could not fathom the idea of running with a mask on. It seemed completely unappealing. I was like, what? A mask? I'll wear it before, I'll wear it after, I'll sanitize this treadmill. But I did not want to wear, you know, a mask while I was running. I got no problem wearing a mask in the gym in general, but I wasn't gonna argue with her or anything. It's their policy, so I just left. But when I left, never came back to the gym, literally have not been there, did not go there a single day after that happened. And so then I tried to run outside one time. I tried to run on the walking trail that goes around like the Riviera and the Caribbean Beach and all those resorts right there. It was after a PM shift, so it was midnight, and I realized how loud I was being. I realized I was the only one out there. I got all paranoid. It was just awkward. All that to say, I did not do any training at all since October before this race, and I felt bad about it. It stressed me out, but I was just like, I don't know what to do. I just kept putting it off, and I felt bad, but that's what happened. Oopsie daisy. Anyways, back to the marathon. So on the morning of the marathon, I was just trying to get into the mindset, get into the zone. I went to the corral by myself, of course, and I met some pretty nice people. Everyone who does Run Disney events are like really, really nice. I'm gonna steal some of their ideas next year. Like this one guy, he brought like a stool to sit on, like a $10 stool, and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna toss it to the side when we start running. It's a good investment. Because when you start at the back, when you start in the last corral, you're gonna be sitting around or standing around for like 3 hours. So that was genius, stealing that. But the race started. I was completely nervous. I was so paranoid about stopping for characters. I was paranoid about getting swept. Although my goal when I originally started the Dopey Challenge was that I wanted to stop for every character and enjoy everything, I was a little out of shape. So I couldn't stop for every character, but it's all good because a lot of them overlap over the different races. So it was like, okay, I already saw this character at the 5K, or I already saw this one at the 10 or whatever. So I didn't really feel bad for skipping at the marathon. Let it be known, I was in pain the entire marathon. It started during the corral just while we were waiting, standing around because my feet started hurting. But once we started running, I was in pain the whole time. The time that I got the most scared, it was right after we were running around Animal Kingdom and we just got out and the lady said you have like 1 mile buffer between you and like getting swept where the balloon ladies were. I was so scared. So after mile like 19, I ran pretty much the rest of the marathon, even though my feet hurt. I had to do it because I was so afraid of getting swept. And for the marathon, my costume of choice was Disney Channel Games, the blue team, because it's my favorite color. Let me tell you, this outfit was the worst decision I made of the entire weekend. You see, I figured I could just cheap out on the outfit for the marathon because I was like, oh, it's just basic, you know, sweats and a shirt, sweats and a jacket, whatever. Literally, it was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. I couldn't walk for 3 days. I was laying in bed doing absolutely nothing because of what I chose to wear for the marathon. I got this cheap little running suit on Amazon for like 15 bucks, a regular like cotton t-shirt, these socks which were chafing my feet. I probably have 1 million blisters from it. It was a disaster. After the marathon, it was all this friction from the super cheap material that I was wearing. It just kept like rubbing together, so like my thighs were just the whole race, and it was terrible. And I didn't feel it until after I stopped running. Like after I ran the race and I was waiting for my mom to come pick me up, it was like 45 minutes that I was just sitting in the parking lot and I was chilling, and then I stood up to start walking toward the car. Walking, let me put walking in air quotes, walking, limping, trudging, struggling to the car because of the stupid outfit that I wore. So that is, if I have any advice, do not cheap out on your marathon outfits if you don't want to suffer the consequences. I could have got actual running clothes for this outfit. I could have. That would have been the smart thing to do. But here we are. I live to tell the tale, I guess. Conceptually, it was a decent outfit, and I can say that. So the 3 days after the marathon, like I said, couldn't move, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. Lots and lots of icy hot was sacrificed that day. But the whole marathon weekend was super fun, a little stressful, a little chaotic here and there, but it was very fun. I'm glad I did it. I want to do the Dopey Challenge next year. I'm excited for costumes for next year. If everything works out, I would love to do every race in a whole like RunDisney season or whatever. It starts with Wine and Dine and it ends with the Springtime Surprise. I am not doing Princess Weekend this year, and I am not doing the Springtime Surprise Challenge. I didn't sign up for either of those in enough time. It's all good, but it is time for the big reveal. How could I have run these races and not gathered any bling? I have to show you the bling. It's bling time. Here we have the 5K medal. Behold, the 5K medal. This is one side, this is the other, and we have a little tourney deal right here, if it would do it. There we go. It says 5K on one side, and it says Walt Disney 50th anniversary on the other. The ribbon, if you care, this is what it looks like. It's got the 50th anniversary iridescence, and we got Pluto in his 50th collar running around as well. The 10K medal. This one has Oswald, the lucky rabbit, and he runs around. He's running through Epcot. Perfect. And here's the other side. Here's kind of what that looks like if you move it, but here's the other side. Same thing with the ribbon, 50th, and Oswald is running on the other side too. Then we have the half marathon medal. This one has Daisy on one side, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like the wording on the side is iridescent, and we have Donald on the other side. So it's Donald, Daisy, Donald, Daisy, Donald, Daisy. I think this one is really cute. I like that it's blue. I'll put it on because it matches my shirt. Why not? The marathon medal. This one is Mickey. This one is Mickey, and you see the rim's got the iridescent on it. Then the other side is Minnie. Whoa. Next one is the Goofy Challenge. The Goofy Challenge is what you get if you do a half marathon and a marathon, and you also get it if you do the Dopey. That's why I have this one. But the Goofy Challenge looks like this, and he goes around. Imagine it going a little smoother, but Goofy turns around. And here's the other side of that one. Ooh, ah. And now for the big kahuna. The THEE Dopey Challenge medal. Ooh, ah. So he's got the iridescent thing going on all around. He also has like the different miles for the different races on there. He jiggles. Can you even see that? I don't know. But he jiggles. And then on the other side, he's got his medals, and all of them have the different race links on there. It's got colorful stripes, but iridescent on the side too, if you can see that. Ooh, ah. I never did get a picture like people do with all their medals all strung out. Let me see if I can do it now. Let me just put them on one time for the one time. These medals are like super fragile, and like the paint has been chipping off people's left and right. And so even this, I'm a little nervous doing this, because what if the paint chips? It's a little crazy out here. And then you just keep adding and adding. Whoa, another one. Boom. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you for watching this brief recap of my Marathon 2022 Dopey Challenge experience. I'm gonna take these medals off now because I'm real nervous about them. They're very fragile. I have more videos coming out soon. I'm gonna talk about my Disney College program experience. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I live in Orlando now. I'm no longer a Texan. This closet, which is pretty new, is in my new condo, and I am here to stay for the foreseeable future. Big changes have happened, and I will be talking about them in the future at some point. I currently have nothing but time on my hands, so I plan on putting out a few videos in the next few weeks. I know I want to talk about what it was like being a house person during my college program experience. What's my plan for the future now that I live in Orlando? Why do I live in Orlando? And just what does the future hold for the Lisa the Lit? I have actually no idea, but I'm gonna hash it out in a future video. So if you would like to see that, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. At the time of recording this, I have 830 some odd subscribers, and I'm trying to hit 1,000, so close. So feel free to join the team, the squad, the fam, the posse on my journey of self-discovery, adventure, suspense, glory maybe, if I'm lucky. That is all the rambling I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Hi-ho!